Hello, I'm Archie Luxury and welcome to the program. And today I'd like to address the question, why is Nikon equipment so much better and superior to Canon equipment? And this is a question that keeps getting asked. And whenever I post about Nikon and the great value that Nikon equipment is, I immediately get besieged by the Canon folk. And today I'd like to put this video together and answer the question, why is Nikon equipment so much better than Canon equipment? Now, before I go on, I'd just like to declare I do like both Canon and Nikon equipment. And in my opinion, I think Canon and Nikon are the two market leaders. It's like Pepsi and Coke. It's like Windows versus Macintosh. It's just one of those great dynasties. And I gotta say, the reasons why I've chosen Nikon. Now, before I go on, if you're a Canon shooter, Canon makes some great stuff. There's the 1DX, which is their professional camera. There's also the 5D Mark III, which is a sensational. These are all full frame cameras. They're great bits of gear. Now, the reason why I'm such a Nikon fan, and this is why I stay loyal to the brand, and it's to do with the lenses, because a camera's body is important, but it's really the glass. That's really the most important feature on a camera. The glass, the lenses you're using. Now, with a DSLR Nikon, like say my D7000, I can actually use lenses from the very first SLR film cameras. This is released in the late 50s. I can use any of those lenses on my digital DSLR camera from Nikon. So on Canon, you can't do that. The Canon film lenses will not work with the Canon digital SLR cameras. And that's a big shitter, because you can actually get so many great lenses from the film days in Nikon which work perfectly with my DSLR Nikon camera. So that's a big shitter, the fact that the old lenses don't work. The other thing I really love about Nikon equipment, and I actually don't think I'm just completely biased, because I've been playing a lot with the Canon 60D, which is that's a very decent camera. And I gotta say, one thing that really impresses me with the Nikon is the fact that just the whole feel, the way the build quality is, it just seems to be more heavy duty on Nikon. The Nikons just seem, in my opinion, to be just that little bit better made. The other great thing with Nikons is that they really own the professional, semi-professional prosumer market. When someone says they've got a Canon, you don't know if they're a camera buff or they've just bought one because it was a great buy in the duty-free shop at the time. And this is the thing. Did you know more Nikon users than Canon users use aperture and program mode? That's right, fuckers. 80% of DSLR camera Canon users use some form of auto or scene mode, whereas a higher percentage of Nikon users use aperture mode or program mode. And that just tells you the type of punters who are buying Nikons as opposed to Canons. Now, the other thing is that once you've become a Canon person or a Nikon person, it's very difficult to change allegiances. There are a few traitors around. There was that Nikon guy, Matt Granger. He changed from having a Nikon. He had a Nikon D4. He changed to the Canon system. So there are people who've changed allegiances, but the reality is, when people change, most people change to Nikon as opposed to going from Nikon to Canon. And this is a very significant feature there. So, look, punters, it's a very, very interesting thing. But in my opinion, there are many reasons why Nikon is superior to Canon. I will say this: if you're after a camera to handle film, I think the Canon has the edge in film than the Nikons. But if you are a shooter and you just are doing photography, Nikon is the clear leader. And the fact that the D800 is one of the most, it's bang per pixel. You look at the megapixel of that camera there. It's an absolutely amazing piece of equipment. It shoots in resolution that Canon can only dream about. And I've got to say, it's not always megapixels, but Nikon is the clear leader. I'm Archie Luxury. Tell me what you fuckers think of that. And as for you Canon folk, please feel free to leave as many nasty comments below as possible. See you later, fuckers!